2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shotgun snap to Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Williams on the coverage.
Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. Got a man. It's Jeudy, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down, Denver.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Locke. Open man. He completes it to Jeudy. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for only a couple. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 30.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, Locke. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Goes first down.
Here we go. 8-3.
Now Gordon on first down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brought down at the 15-yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down and 4. Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Is good.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Now Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Evan Ingram.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McManus.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Trying to press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up Brandon. Perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 15,
Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And he puts it through.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 14, Giants 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Lindsey on the toss left. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 12. From the gun, Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On first down, it's Gordon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Locke, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 21-7.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
To throw again on second down. Jones, open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Faking the give to Lindsey.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed. They made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket, unfortunately.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And that one will fall incomplete.
For Kenny Golladay.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. His CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
56.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Locke. And he he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
And it's third.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line. A gain of 2.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Intercepted.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
For Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Jones pass.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and
looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
on the carry.
And Barkley did not get there. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he he's got this down to the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
By the Broncos.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
25, Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
He was brought down.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Now to the air, Rock. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Giants 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's complete to Slayton. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Off play action. Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
1-yard line.
Jones now throwing on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Broncos 35, Giants 14.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Melvin Gordon.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
To throw it is Locke. Locke going to get this out quickly. Sutton with it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Locke on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll make it 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Locke. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
That's good.
The end result, 21 yards. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Looking for Shepard deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
By the Broncos.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Block off of play action. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Jones on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun. Jones. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. –
2
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Jones on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Jones. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Throwing Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let him know, let him know.
They'll run for it with Bartlett. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Here's Gordon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Broncos 45, Giants 14.